I'm so cold. Hi, Gaylena.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, there's Kristen. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys?
How are you guys today?
Good, how are you?
Everybody's muted. I think I can unmute you. So tonight we're talking about bringing Fit Me on the road, which is always good to talk about. So let me share my screen. I think I might have to do this. And then... Okay. So we'll just go over the material and then we will open it up for conversation. Oh, hi, Kitty.
You want to see her? Isn't she so cute?
How come I can't hear anybody?
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
She's
Aw.
3 months old.
She's so cute.
Little love. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Restaurant hacks. Once you've nailed down a solid routine around meal planning and prepping, you feel more confident. A friend asks you to meet for dinner and you feel your stomach clench. Will this rock my progress? Will I be able to make good choices when I'm out? No. You can continue making progress. even with the occasional night out. Here are a few tips for eating out from your very own Fit Me team. Eat a small meal before heading out. I like to call this pre. I'm gonna pre-eat. Just like going to the grocery store hungry, going to a restaurant when you're hungry makes choosing a balanced plate more difficult. Eat a solid Fit Me plate or snack before you go out. Like that way you don't like demolish the bread basket or the tortilla basket as soon as it gets there, or you have your meal planned and you know what you're going to order, but then you get there and you're so hungry and everything smells amazing. And so you end up ordering like the tortellini instead of the, salmon salad or whatever. What's on the menu? You can familiarize yourself with the menu ahead of time. Like most menus are online nowadays. So like if you're meeting friends out, you can always look at the menu ahead of time. Looking at the entree selection of the menu can help you build a Fit Me plate. Choose your protein, starchy carb, and a veggie, and then you're good. And then enjoy your time with your family and friends. Well, food is a big part of our culture. It doesn't have to make or break an evening out. Make the best choices you can while you're out, and then continue with your routine. Remember, you're done with diets. You're living your life. Now you got this. Party tricks. So we're coming into spring and summer where there's going to be lots of like barbecues and stuff. We're going to nail down some simple and repeatable actions for parties. These ideas are tried and true. Figure out what works for you. And as always, keep it simple. Like I said before, going to a restaurant, eat before you're going. This rule works for pretty much any situation. If you're hungry, decisions are tougher. Pre-game for social events, and you're much more likely to feel happy with your choices and enjoy your time with people you love. Don't hover. So parties, there's always like, the counter full of all the snacks. Grab a plate, put some good stuff on it, and walk away. Don't hang out near the food table, or you may unintentionally destroy that delicious charcuterie board. So, I mean, I'm guilty of this all the time. And that's where people hang out, like in the kitchen, right? And you always like sort of gravitate there and hang out there. But if you grab a plate and then sort of move away, maybe people follow you, like do the same. They'll make their own plates and move away. And then you can keep better track of what you eat and how much you're eating instead of just picking while you socialize the entire time. And then keep to your normal routine. Keep a normal day as possible around your social event. Drink your water, eat a solid Fit Me plate for brekkie, get your movement in, and then go have a blast with your people. So like a big deal there is if you usually go for your walks in the afternoon, like try to figure out how you can get your walk in the morning, or your workout in the morning instead of like at party time. And always drink lots of water. I tend to like bring, like, even if we're going to a party and we know we're going to have like some wine or something, I'll bring some seltzers with me so that I can have my glass of wine. And then I can also like have a beverage that's not just a glass of water when we go out to places. So you can always bring your own little cooler of, non-alcoholic beverages with you to parties. Fit Me plates on the go. So eating a solid Fit Me plate can feel difficult when you're traveling. Making the best choices possible should always be the goal. Here's some tips on eating on the go in grocery stores, gas stations, and even a couple of fast food options if there truly is nothing else left. So grocery store hauls. Shopping at a grocery store will give you the most options. If there's a salad bar, you struck it rich. Pick your protein, a starchy carb. So example, grilled chicken, quinoa, some veggies, and you're golden. Hit the deli for some cold cuts, grab some fruit and a bagged salad. If there's a salad bar, you've struck it rich. I just read all this. Okay. The deli. A grocery store is a perfect place for grabbing some sliced turkey or chicken breast and a small container of quinoa salad or rice pilaf. add some fruit and a couple protein bars for later, refill your water, and you're good to go. A lot of times at the deli too, they have meals like ready, ready to be put together and go that are already hot. So like fried chicken or all kinds of, sometimes there's roasts, it depends on your grocery deli. But you can get like a full meal and you can bring that, use that as your meal. The rest of the grocery, when stocking up on road food at the grocery, some of our faves include jerky, fruit, cheese sticks, protein bars or shakes, hard-boiled eggs, rice cakes, nut butter singles, and sliced veggies. There's so much convenience, like to-go food, if you start looking for it. I don't like nuts and stuff like that are great if they're like the single serve packets, because nuts are like way too easy to eat too many of. Same with dried fruit. So dried fruit is really easy for like when you're on a road trip, but it's not, they're just so dense in calories. Like Coach Leah did an amazing video where she showed a bag of, because she loves dried coconut. So she had 2 coconuts and she sliced it and dried it out. And it literally was just one Ziploc bag. And she's like, I could probably eat this entire bag, like while I'm just sitting watching a movie. And that would be 2 pineapples. I'm sorry. And that's just a ton of sugar, right? So dried fruit is great, like if you're just going to have it in a small portion, but it's not a good snack to just be munching on while you're driving or on a road trip. Same with nuts. So if you're going to do that, just look at the serving size, portion it out, and like pack it in your bag for a road trip, as long as you like portion it out ahead of time, so you know what you're getting. Gas station goodies. Sometimes whether it's the only choice or we're looking for a one-stop shop, gas stations are where it's at. Thank goodness many gas stations have really upped their game in the variety of snacks they offer. Below are some of our top picks from gas stations. Sandwiches. The gas station has a made to order sandwich department, a sandwich with double meat. Oh, make to order. That probably needs to be changed. If the gas station has a make to order department, order a sandwich with double meat and all the veggies is a solid choice. Beef jerky, hard-boiled eggs, protein shakes and bars, cheese sticks, fruit cups. Easy to eat fruits like apples and bananas, nut butter singles, single servings of mixed nuts or yogurt cups are all solid choices for gas stations. Excuse me. And we know that avoiding fast food is one of the Fit Me basics, but when traveling with family, it can be super hard to avoid it altogether. So let's talk about a plan. Below are a couple of ideas for what to order at these particular fast food joints. We're not affiliated with any of them, but we just wanted to give you ideas for your next family road trip. Most fast food restaurants now include some healthier options. So Chick-fil-A is awesome for their grilled chicken sandwich with a side of the kale salad, or their market salad with the grilled chicken and apple cider vinegar. I guess that's pretty good. I don't know. I don't really eat at Chick-fil-A, but I know that they, like everybody who does eat there, really enjoys those 2 options. Panda Express, if you need any Chinese, really, like chicken teriyaki with the brown rice, I always say eat only half of the serving of the rice that you get from like either Asian restaurants or what's the other restaurants that serve rice? Indian, I know uses rice, but usually they like give you like a giant bowl of rice. Mexican, duh. They'll give you like way too much rice. So I always say just like half the rice and like leave the rest on your plate. But usually Chinese restaurants, they'll have steamed vegetables. So you can always get like a serving of their steamed vegetables. Beef teriyaki, rice and broccoli are some good options. But I would just say, like, if you're going to any of these places, just think like protein is king. Think about what you want for your protein. see what they can do for vegetables, and then, you know, the carb is whatever they have for the carb. Chipotle or any Mexican is awesome. You can get burrito bowls, extra chicken or steak, little rice. Like it says here, they go a bit heavy on the rice. Beans, veggies, greens with the guac, sour cream, or cheese. So they always overdo it with guacamole, sour cream, and cheese. So that's another one where I would just cut it in half. Yeah, or if you just want to eat the guac and like leave the sour cream, that's what I do. Because they just always go overboard. They'll give you like, you know, 3 servings of sour cream and then like 3 servings of guac and then all the cheese. And if you mix it up, you're just getting all that fat in one meal. So, oh, look, this next tip is getting the fat on the side is key, as they tend to go heavy-handed with portions. And then ask for extra containers so you can put half of your bowl into that for later. I like that tip. And then under here, we have tips from all of the coaches. Coach Brittany says, bring the veggie and fruit trays to parties or Fit Me style dish so you have something that you want to eat. Coach Rebecca says, if you are making something, make a lot. I think of proteins like ground turkey 3 ways: taco meat, meatballs, turkey burger patties. So these are all just tips for all of meal prep and meal planning. It's not just eating on the road. Coach Molly says, do as many of your normal things as possible. If going out, make sure the other meals of the day are solid. Get your movement, drink your water, treat it like any other day, and then go enjoy your night out. Coach Leah says, in a restaurant, get the salad dressing on the side and dip the tip of your fork in the dressing with every bite. Then you get your salad dressing with every bite instead of like all of your lettuce and everything drown in salad dressing. Coach Page says, when traveling, always bring your favorite water cup. When ordering at a restaurant, always just ask for everything on the side. That way you can control the amount you consume and pre-look at the menu before you go. Coach Lisa says, pre-game with healthy Fit Me meals so you get your quality food in before social events. Coach Marlena says, I break my week into 3 days at a time to keep it exciting. I pack my lunches for 2 days when I'm putting away my dinner. I say, always eat off a plate at parties and bring your non-alcoholic drinks so the pressure to have a drink is minimized. I already said that. Coach Amy said, pair prep with something you already do. For me, I clean up my kitchen and get organized on Sundays. So I try and prep a little before the Sunday call. And then as we're on the call, I'm cleaning up the kitchen. Maybe it's a walk, prep a little, then walk with a friend. Maybe it's spending time with your kids, have them help you cut, wash, and cook. I promise they can do more than you think they can, and they love the power of a knife. And then Coach Maritza says, going to a party, I always take protein. Protein is always low at parties. So I usually take a slab of tri-tip or shrimp cocktail platter. That's a good idea. All right. So do you guys have any ideas or questions that you want to talk about with going to restaurants or road trips?
Well, it's really timely for me because I'm leaving for a road trip next Tuesday.
Sweet.
So
Is that you're going to Chicago, right?
now I'm going to Savannah.
Savannah. Okay.
Mhm.
Nice. How long is that trip?
It's about a 9-hour ride for me. It's 5 of us going. It's a girls' trip. So it should be interesting. And actually, I was thinking about it as earlier today, I don't know why it crossed my mind as I guess to get my things together. And I was trying to think of what my non-negotiable would be. So,
Okay.
and so my non-negotiables would be, definitely doing my activity.
Mhm.
At least 30 minutes of activity, which I'm sure that'll be easy to get in, but if nothing else to get, go and walk along the beach or something. We're going to be at a beach house. So get that in the mornings. And then My other strategy basically was to be mindful of what I eat, fit me as best I can. And if it's something that I really can't get at home, I will definitely go ahead and eat. But I just want to be mindful when we go out and just not overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
But my one negotiable is getting my activity in.
Good. Good.
So
A
hopefully
couple
that'll
ones that-
counteract everything else.
yeah, yeah. A couple ones that are always good to keep in the back of your mind is get vegetables in as much as you can. And like like it says in here, bring your water cup so that you
Mhm.
can get your water. You don't want to get and we're going to talk about poop. I'm sorry, but you don't want to get constipated when you're on your trip because that just
Uh-huh.
ruins trip. It's ruined trips for me like in the past so much, just being so uncomfortable and bloated and stuff because I wasn't eating vegetables or staying hydrated, so that's those are two of my, like, if you're going on a trip, just look for the veggies wherever you go. And even if you've got a beach house, I'm sure you guys are going to do a grocery run, so like
Yes. Uh-huh.
get some like celery and carrots that you can just chop up and keep in a bin in the fridge, and you can snack on those. you know
Yep. Two
when you
things
guys
I
are
don't
hanging.
like.
Okay. So
But
how
I
about
get the gist. I get the gist of it.
peppers and sugar snap peas?
I do get the gist of it, but just basically just really being mindful, trying to
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about ahead of time.
that's gonna be so fun.
So yeah, it'll be fine, and I want to make the best of it. I don't want to be like, oh, I can't have this, have that, but still, I think as long as I'm active, like you say, drink your water. I don't leave home without my water cup, so that's always with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
So
and how
hopefully-
often do you go on girls' trips like this?
Probably more often than I probably should. Not necessarily a girl trip, but I'm always somewhere. A couple weeks
Okay.
ago, I was in Philadelphia for 4 days. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
pretty much, but this particular trip, not often. We do a yearly trip.
Yeah, so enjoy it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's great. And what do you think you can do to help you on the road? Because what you do in those 9 hours leading up to the trip is also going to affect the way you feel while you're there.
I'm still I'd still drink my water, when we stop, if we stop and eat, and we will have snacks and things like that. But,
Mhm.
also bring some healthier version of snacks as well.
Mhm.
Not to say I don't want to be a party pooper, but I still need to be mindful.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Trade the Twizzlers for something else.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
I get twisters at home. Sometimes I want things that I can't, that's not readily available. So just mindful. Then who knows? As long as I get my 30 minutes in, I think that's my major non-negotiable.
Good.
So
Good.
a lot of times you just don't know what you do until you're faced with it.
Mhm.
You have good intentions and a good plan, but once it's looking at you, it's a totally different story.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Kristen? Anything on your mind?
No, I'm really tired today.
Are you?
No, I mean, all this is good. I don't have I have a trip coming up in a month, but I've had a lot of work travel the last 5 months. So these are good tips. I didn't bring water with me, and I was telling Paige at the last place we stayed, there was no water in the hotel. The water that came out, like the tap water, it was like gross. Like I would try to avoid drinking water because it was just like so gross, and they didn't have any in the lobby, and I was just like, ugh. So good idea to just stop at the grocery store and buy my own water, bring a water bottle. It's always hard, when I have to order room service and looking at the menu, trying to find, the healthy option, but I'm glad that I don't have a lot of trips coming up, so it can help me stay focused.
Yeah.
And I usually take water with me everywhere I go, even if I travel. But if I drive, I take multiple bottles of water, but if I'm flying, I'll put water in my suitcase. I mean, my
That's a good
check
idea.
bag. So that, because you never know what, water you can get or how much
Right.
water you get or how much the hotel will give you. But I always.
And they charge
have
you
water.
like $3 for a bottle of water, so you're like, well, I
Exactly.
better make this last.
Right. So I do. I mean, I just, and probably because water is my drink of choice. I don't drink soda. I don't drink flavored water. I don't like other
Right.
beverages.
Mhm.
So I always travel with water. I keep water in my car, pretty much on a regular.
Mhm. Yeah. I like looking at the menu before we go out. I think
Mhm.
that's always a helpful tip that I just started doing the past
Good
like
idea.
few years, because it's like a real thing when you walk into a place and it smells so good about something else.
Mhm.
It'll totally change what you think you're in the mood for. I mean, I think, don't they like pump Subway bread smell out of the restaurant just to get you smelling it? So some
Probably.
overpriced sandwiches. But actually, Jimmy John's has like the unwich, which is what I order when I don't feel like cooking and I just want to get something for everybody, and they deliver, and that's just like a sandwich that's just wrapped up in lettuce, and it's actually really good, and you get a ton. And I know, Kristen, this isn't going to affect you that much, but it's a ton of meat. Like
Yeah.
it's the meat.
Yeah, that does not sound good, but yesterday my husband was
I love
eating,
it. I love it. I love an Italian sub. So
yeah, my
And a
husband was
pepper.
eating like steak for lunch, like, I don't even know what, it was like a big chunk of meat on his plate. Anyway, we were doing a bathroom remodel and I have to like go through his office to use the only bathroom in our house right now. So I had to like walk by and I was like, oh, what are you eating? Gross. Just like a hunk of meat. Just, ugh. Totally
Did you
grossed
get
me
my
out.
Facebook message the other day? I Facebook messaged you because I didn't know how else to contact you.
Yeah.
It
This
was
sounds
just
familiar.
all it was I was telling you that Bon Pasta is delicious, and it's chickpea pasta, and it's like 20 grams of
Oh.
protein per serving.
Yes, I did see that. I didn't recognize who you were at first. Like, I know your
Oh.
name's Tara, but I had never really paid attention to your last name. So I was like, I don't know who this is. But obviously it's you.
Sorry, I probably should have
Bonza pasta. What is
Bonza pasta.
Look that
It's
up.
not good to put in the soups. It'll just dissolve in soups because it's not actual, it's not wheat pasta,
Good to know. Good to know.
but it's really good. I love it.
Chickpea pasta.
It's really good for like, you can make pasta salad with like, whatever dressing you like, a ton of
Yeah.
veggies and olives and whatever you like to put in, corn, like if you want to make it like a Mexican one, corn and beans. But that would be a great thing for you to do for like lunches for
Yeah.
like a couple days of the week, is like a big pasta salad with that.
It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Whatever flavors you can do a different pasta salad every week. Greek, Italian, Southwest. I don't know what else.
Yeah. Will you come cook for me? Come do my meal prep. I'll pay you $5.
Yeah. Virginia's tired today. That's why she's not here. She's having a rough week. So
Who?
Virginia, the girl who's been on, the Australian girl that's been on the past
Right.
couple
Oh,
nights,
mhm.
a little core group. So
It's been a long, it's only what, Wednesday?
mhm.
Mhm.
Wednesday, right? Oh, I'm exhausted.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you want to talk about any of the other subjects that we talked about, like the plate or the meal prep routine?
I'm good.
Next week, we start just, there's not really gonna be a topic. I guess I can come up with topics to talk about. I guess I should probably have one basic topic. But it's just gonna be like a random, just come and talk about food. Maybe, we can highlight recipes or talk about cooking styles, different things like that. Until you guys will start your mindset workshops. What is it? When did that start? April 8th or something?
I haven't heard.
I think I'm doing mine in June. I pushed it out.
Okay, yeah,
I don't remember if I did.
yeah. So yeah, while mindset's going on, I'll just be doing regular food calls, and then we'll have another meal prep iteration of this after mindset is done. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
cool.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna go try to get a walk in before dinner.
Yeah, I've
Good.
got to get one in too, and it's 9
Yeah,
o'clock here.
Yeah.
So-
I think I'm gonna put on my pajamas and go to bed. I'm tired.
Tara, where are you?
Not- I live in Kentucky. I'm
Oh,
from
okay.
Kentucky, but my husband's from here, and when he retired from the Navy, we moved here.
Okay,
Yeah.
And you're where, Kristen?
I'm in Seattle, so
Okay.
it's only 6 o'clock here, but I'm exhausted and I'm trying to not go lay in bed. My husband's making dinner tonight. I'm like,
Nice.
all I want to do is go like take a nap. I'm so tired, but I'm like, if I can just get in a walk and then have dinner.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Where do you live, Katina?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mhm. So I've eaten, I've had a long day at work, but had to take care of some things, had my dinner, and I'm like, I didn't walk this morning, so I've got to get in my 30 minutes in, so I'm gonna hit my treadmill.
Good. Good. All right, girls. Enjoy your walks. Enjoy Savannah. I
Thank
love
you.
Savannah.
Yeah, have fun.
All right. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.